Hello my dear fellow foreign English speakers, that's me, Robbie from EnglishHarmony.com, and in today's video I'm going to address a particular issue concerning those foreigners who complain about not being able to speak with anybody. Basically, it's those fellow foreigners of ours who live in foreign countries and they don't have any real life opportunities to speak with other people in English. Or maybe they might have some opportunities every now and then, but it doesn't happen frequently enough. It's not much, and it doesn't improve their English. So the typical excuse is, I would love to improve my English fluency, but I don't have anyone to talk to. And that's why I just stick with the typical, reading books and basically getting a lot of passive English exposure, right? Watching telly, watching films, and reading a lot of information in English, but it's not the real deal, I mean, you can't become a fluent speaker if you only gain all sorts of your information from passive resources. So, is that a valid excuse? In my opinion, it's not really a valid excuse. And why? Here's why. I live in an English-speaking country myself, in Ireland, right? But do you think that the fact that I live in a society where everyone speaks in English is the determining factor as to why I actually improved my own English? Not really. First of all, the environment at home, right, is all Latvian. I'm a Latvian by nationality, and we all speak Latvian at home because my wife, my children, we're all Latvians. And we're not one of those people who switch to using English in their homes. There are quite a lot of foreigners like that, but we're not one of those folks. Even though my daughters speak English between themselves more often than not, I have to admit. And we sometimes chat in English as well, but the predominant language environment is Latvian, right? So on weekends, Saturdays, Sundays, and in the evenings, right, I actually have to make an artificial environment for myself in my home office. Here's my video studio, here's my office, here's where I'm dealing with my English Harmony customers, and here's where I run my website, and I speak with myself in English. This is all English-based environment. And it's artificially created, because outside these walls, when I go outside, there's everyone speaking in Latvian. My friends, right? Most of my friends are Latvians. I do have a couple of Irish friends and people I know, but I don't go out with them so often as to put down my English fluency improvement to the fact that I'm communicating with English-speaking people a lot. It's predominantly down to my own practice. So my strong belief is that no matter where in the world you are, it's up to you to do a lot of spoken English practice and exercise and develop your fluency. And then when you get to talk to someone in real life, it's an added bonus, right? It's an opportunity for you to test your English skills in real life, but the real work, the hard lifting, happens all with yourself. That's the way I see it. That's how I've developed my own fluency, mostly by working with myself, with my own speech. It's not the other person who's going to do it for me. So while the argument is valid, yes, it is easier to develop one's fluency if one lives in a society, in an environment where there's loads of native English speakers around. It's not a prerequisite for fluency achievement, right? And yes, truth be told, when I go to my work, 9-to-5 job that I have, everyone around me speaks in English, and I do communicate a lot with other people in English. But here's the deal, my friends. If I don't engage in a lot of regular spoken English practice with myself, I actually lose the edge. And I strongly believe that even though I might be speaking with other people in English all day long. I still need to have that self-practice. And I do it in the morning, during the day when I'm on my own. I do it in the afternoon. I do it at night time. Basically, I narrate my life whenever I am on my own. And I'm just going about my daily business, you know. And basically, my strong opinion is that even though if you reside in a foreign country where there's no foreigners around, and I mean foreigners from your own perspective, right? No foreigners meaning speaking in English, right? So if you live in a society where there's only your native counterparts, it's still totally possible to achieve English fluency, because it's eventually down to you to make it happen, to create this artificial environment for yourself where you engage in your hobbies and do a lot of things that you're actually personally interested in, and you do it all via English. You use the English language as a vehicle to engage in your passions, your hobbies, your interests, and develop your fluency that way. And of course, if you live in an English-speaking country and you have a job where you can communicate with other people, you have to do your utmost to speak with everyone as frequently as you can. Of course, it's all an added bonus, and yes, it will precipitate your fluency improvement. It will accelerate it. It will skyrocket your fluency improvement trend. But by and large, I believe that it's all down to you as a person to make it happen. And for all of those of you guys who would say that, listen, Robbie, what can I do? I live in my own country and I just can't develop my fluency. I'm at my wits' ends and I don't know what to do, and I'm so desperate. To all those guys, I would say, listen, you have to do some hard work yourself. Spoken English self-practice is an utmost necessity. It's a requirement. And that's about it, my friends. That's everything I wanted to tell you today. And see you soon again. And I hope you'll take my advice on board, guys. Thank you and bye-bye.